In a sprawling kingdom teetering on the edge of peace and war, two brothers stood facing each other in the heart of the royal courtyard. The vibrant banners flapped violently in the wind, the only sound apart from their elevated breaths. Rhys and Alan, once inseparable, now found themselves on opposite sides of a bitter feud that threatened to ravage their homeland. Rhys, the elder, wore the red and gold of the King's Guard, a symbol of his loyalty to their father, King Alden. Alan, the younger, stood clad in the silver and blue of the rebellion, representing the change he believed their world desperately needed. The sun glinted off their drawn swords, a harsh reminder of the conflict at hand. "You dare raise your sword against your brother," Rhys said, his voice a mix of disbelief and sorrow. His eyes, usually so clear and resolute, were clouded with a storm of emotions. "We are blood, Alan. We swore never to let any force divide us." Alan's jaw tightened, a combination of pain and defiance playing out across his face. "Blood binds, but it does not blind," he replied fiercely. "You know as well as I do that this kingdom has grown stagnant under Father's reign." Rhys lowered his sword slightly, remembering days of youthful adventure under the same sun that now bore witness to their division. The fields behind the palace where they trained as boys seemed to whisper reminders of their shared past. "And you think rebellion is the answer?" Rhys challenged, struggling to reconcile the brother he knew with the man who stood before him. "This path, it's fraught with danger and destruction. I fear you don't see the full cost of your actions, Alan." "It's a price I'm willing to pay," Alan stated, eyes glowing with the fervor of his convictions. "If not us, then who? If not now, then when?" A silence stretched between them, heavy and unyielding, as if the fates themselves were holding their breath. Rhys took a deep breath, his grip tightening on the hilt of his sword. "Then let it be for history to judge us," he said solemnly. Their swords clashed, the metallic ringing a song of tragedy written amidst the hopes of a kingdom and the love of brothers torn asunder. As steel met steel, the brothers knew this battle was not merely for the crown or rebellion, but for the soul of the relationship they had cherished all their lives. With each parry and swipe, memories flooded back. The battle was fierce, yet neither brother aimed to kill, only to subdue and convince. Finally, Rhys found an opening, and with a deft movement, knocked Alan's sword from his hand. Yet he did not deliver the final blow. Instead, he extended his hand. "Let us find another way," Rhys implored, breathless but filled with the hope of reconciliation. Alan looked up, eyes reflecting the struggle within him. Slowly, he took his brother's hand. Together they stood, brothers once more, contemplating a future shaped by both peace and progress. As they walked back toward the castle, whispers of a new dawn followed, urging the kingdom to hope for an era led by unity and a renewed sense of purpose. Despite all that had transpired, the two brothers knew they had taken the first step towards something truly transformative, not only for their people but for the bond that time, conflict, or sword could never sever.